Hello again, everybody. My name is Galen Smith, the Security Director here at Sioux Falls Christian. It's hard to believe that we're nearly 1 month into our school year already, and there's a lot of exciting things happening. I'm here today to announce that on Monday, September 14, the new roadway access will be open. We're encouraging everybody that has a need to use that new roadway, and we're going to explain today all the logistics on how that's going to work. I just want to preface by saying that there's been a lot of planning involved in this process, starting with the administration, several here on campus. We consulted with the City of Sioux Falls Traffic Engineering Group, private consulting engineering group, and my 26 years of law enforcement experience, 7 of which was with the Sioux Falls Police Department Traffic Group. I think we've come up with a very solid plan on egress in and egress out of campus to reduce congestion in and around the Sioux Falls campus. So today we're going to cover a lot of information. Hopefully I'm going to answer your questions so that it's very clear to you on what's going to happen moving forward. So let's dig into it, shall we? Let's talk first about the actual roadway access in and out of campus. Let's note here 77th and Cliff Avenue. That will be the entrance point for the new roadway. You'll note right away, and I've had many questions already, why don't we have a traffic signal device at that intersection? So just so you understand, we need traffic counts done by the City of Sioux Falls before they can justify putting up a traffic signals. I've been told that it's very likely it's going to happen in the very near future, but there's guidelines that they have to abide by before they can put up a traffic signal. So in reality, we just need a lot of you to use that access point early on to get our traffic counts up, and I'm pretty certain before the end of the year that we will have that traffic signal in place. Now that you're on 77th Street from Cliff Avenue, let's talk about how you access the roadway. You'll just follow 77th Street past Cougar Avenue, and then you'll see our roadway right here. You'll enter northbound on our roadway until you get to nearly to the roundabout section, and that's where you can stop to park. That can be lined up all the way down to 77th Street, which is equivalent of about 4 city blocks, so we can get a lot of vehicles on that roadway. However, if that roadway were to become full, this is how we want to stack following the roadway. If the roadway's full, instead of waiting here with a left turn signal to enter the roadway, I'm asking that you continue following eastbound where you'll see this cul-de-sac. Circle around, and then you'll face westbound to turn right onto the roadway. Everybody else will follow suit. This way, we'll get about 60 more vehicles onto that 77th Street without backing up and interfering with any other traffic. All right, now that we have you on the roadway and you're close to campus to drop off your child in the morning, let's take a look at what that will look like for you. You'll see these dotted lines here on the map. Those are really an indentation that makes a third lane for dropping off your child. Do not drop your child off until you get to that portion, which will be designated by a sidewalk on the side of the roadway. Once your child exits onto the sidewalk, there will be staff there to direct them to the playground. It may be noted now that the playground entrance for this express lane, I'll call it, is not on the west side of the playground. There's a new gate on the south end of the playground. So when you drop your child off, they will enter the playground on the south side. You will then exit via the roundabout. You'll just circle around and you'll exit on the roadway the same way that you entered. You'll head southbound, get back onto 77th Street, back to Cliff, and you're off of campus. It may be noted that you will not be fighting any of the traffic congestion from middle school, high school at this point. The roundabout makes that a very efficient manner. Now for the end of day, it's a similar process with just a couple added tweaks to make it even more efficient for you. Again, you'll line up on the roadway as we previously discussed. Once you get to that third lane there, as designated by the dotted lines, there's going to be numbered posts, 1 through 12 to 15, and when you pull into your numbered spot, staff will be calling your child to that number to get in your vehicle and in and off of campus. Please, please parents, do not get out of your vehicle to try to flag down your child, to try to get their attention. That really does slow the process down. Our staff has it very efficiently run where they recognize you, they're calling out the name, so by the time you pull into that numbered spot, your child should be there in a very short manner. I do want to make note of this far west parking lot. We've blocked off the 3 private drives, and the access into that parking lot will be the main campus road here, and that is done to expedite traffic flow in and out of campus. Another thing that you're going to note is on the roundabout. If you have an elementary, but you also have a middle school that you need to drop off in the morning or pick up in the afternoon, this roadway right here is a one-way going out. You will no longer be able to enter campus on that roadway. It's one-way westbound. So for instance, you drop off your elementary student in the morning, you don't want to circle all the way around and go back to 77th Street. You can exit this roadway and head north back onto campus. You can drop your child off at the middle school entrance, and then you can exit either off of the main 69th and Charger, or we're going to discuss in just a little bit an alternative exit plan for you as well. Now on that note, we've had a lot of elementary parents parking to go pick up their kids after school. This may change as you notice moving forward. High school and middle school end times was adjusted for these first few weeks at a later time to allow access flow onto campus. Those hours are changing again. So you'll notice if you want to pick up your kids after school, there's going to be a lot more congestion by doing so. Therefore, we're really asking you to use the new roadway because I feel that you'll find it's a lot more accessible and it's an easier on and off of campus. If you choose to park and pick up your child, you no longer will be able to use this gravel lot. We've had some issues with that in the past, but there will not really be a pedestrian walkway to enter to get your child. So if you choose to pick up your child after school, you'll have to find a parking spot on campus somewhere in a properly marked spot and to go pick up your child from the west end of the parking lot. Again, I would really strongly recommend that you try the new roadway access. You may find it's more efficient. Now those of you that have elementary school and middle school, there is also another access out point. What we've done is we're utilizing the fire lane now. It will be marked with some stop sign and some also safety measures along the backside of campus. So if you pick up your elementary child at the main playground, you can exit the roundabout, go to the front of the campus, and then you can exit off of the fire lane and utilize the new roadway access going south to 77th and Cliff. Or if you choose, you can also circle around the top part of the campus parking lot and exit that way as well. It may be a little more congested that way. You might want to try the fire lane and see if that egress out point is a little more efficient for you. Please note that at the end of the school day, our exit time for middle school and high school is at 3:25 to 3:30 point. Elementary is still clearing campus at 3:20. There will still be congestion on campus if you choose to utilize that route. Therefore, we're asking the new roadway be utilized in a heavy fashion and also the fire lane. And I think you're going to find that we have some many options for you to exit campus quickly. I think I've answered most of the questions that I could think that you may have as a parent, but I encourage you, as we're working through this process, please use 77th and Cliff. Let's get our traffic counts up there so that we can get that traffic signal in place sooner rather than later. Well, that's a wrap. We covered a lot of information. There's a lot of points coming and going out of campus, but I feel it's going to be a very efficient and effective means of traffic flow for our campus. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on Monday morning.